Hello, everyone. This is Sarah Speechley, and we are on our week 2 of our Leap to Lead program. So this will be lesson 5. Hopefully you guys were able to listen to all the great trainings and tips that we gave last week and do the assignments that we asked you to do. I know it may seem like a lot to do one every day. Again, these are only for 5 weeks. And I promise, if you listen and do what we ask and take the advice we give you, it will help your business grow. Okay, all of us leaders are superstar directors. We've all been where you're at. Okay, I was never a saleswoman, whatever, before this. In fact, I told my husband, he asked me to come work for him. And I said, no, I don't do sales. So don't think that we are these amazing salespeople that we know what we're doing. We don't. We all learn just like you. But we are here to help you and teach you what we have learned along the way. So please listen to these trainings, do what they say, because they will help you grow your business. Guarantee, promise. Anyway, so today we are going to talk about bookings and how to get them. Me. So I am sorry, I'm doing another PowerPoint presentation. I actually was just going to try to talk about it and show the things, but there were so many things I wanted to show you. I just thought, you know what? I'm a visual person too. I like to see stuff, so I decided to do another PowerPoint. So not all of mine will be PowerPoint, but this one will be. So how to get bookings. Let me shrink me back down to this corner. Okay, so work on getting 6 bookings. I know you're thinking, 6 bookings? That's a ton. I haven't done one in how long? Or maybe you have, and 6 is no biggie to you. I know people that do 8 or 10 in a month. Okay, I don't, but 6 bookings, work on it. Okay, why? Because it gives you practice. Okay, you guys are all either essential certified or lead or working to get to lead. I think it's a lead to lead. So you're all pretty down on these levels. Getting bookings is really going to help. The more you do parties, the better it is. Practice, practice, practice. Guess what? We've all had crappy parties. Okay, I've had parties where like 1 person or 2 people showed. You make the most of it. You learn. Okay, let's contact people before. Let's do this. Let's do this. The more you do, the better you get. Guaranteed. So that's why 6 is good. Also, you will be able to recoup all of your investments that you have, plus put cash in your pocket, okay? Parties you make money on, okay? Scentsy is set up as a party plan business. Now, do you have to do parties? No, there's other ways of working the business. But parties are where you can make a lot of money. You can get a lot in sales. You will also get even more bookings to create for future business. I always say bookings are like a snowball effect. You get 1 party, you get a few bookings out of that. Those 2 parties, you get 2 more bookings, you get 2 more. It snowballs. If you keep your parties going, it will keep your business going. So ask. 6 ways. Sorry, we're going to go over 6 ways to get more bookings. Okay, the first is ask. Too many people are afraid to ask. Ask people for sales, ask people to join, ask people to host. Okay, ask. It is your job. I have said it before, and sorry for my team members, they've probably heard it before, but I always say this is your business. Okay, when you go to, I use McDonald's as my example, when you go to McDonald's and you ask the cashier, here, we'll enlarge it. When you ask the cashier, you know, I'd like to get this hamburger meal. And if she says, would you like to biggie size your meal? If you say no, does the cashier go running to the back of the store? Oh, they said no, it's so heartbreaking. No, she just says okay and keeps going. She asks the next person. She asks the next person. Okay, it's their job. Okay, it's your job. Scentsy is a job. You know what? People are not going to be offended if you ask. They may say no, and that is fine because it's in our human nature to say no. I read that in a book. But at least you're asking. Okay, but when you ask with an open-ended question. Okay, don't just ask, do you want to hold it? Will you do a Scentsy party? Because that's a yes or a no. Okay, so ask, what do you think about hosting your own Scentsy party? Or which items on your wish list would you like to get at half price or free if you had a chance? Those are open-ended. Those aren't yes/no questions. Those are gonna make them think and make them talk. Okay, so get in the habit of asking. Again, and guess what? If you ask directly, do you want to hold a party? It's okay. It's a start. Okay, don't feel bad if you ask closed end. Just know with closed end, it's easier to end the conversation instead of keeping it open. Second is know your host's program. Okay, do you guys know what rewards your host will get? So a 200 PRV, okay, this is US dollar amount, but for anyone in Canada or UK or whatnot, it's still PRV. The US is PRV. So we're gonna say 200 PRV to $349. They get 10% and 1/2 off. For 500, and that is the one I usually encourage my hostess to reach for, at least 500, because then they get the 15% free product and 3 half-off items, okay? So that's, if for a 500 PRV party, that's $75 free product and 3 half items. That's pretty amazing. They can get a lot for that. So always reach for that. And if you kind of encourage them, they will encourage them. If you always say, well, at least get 200, that's a party, that's what they're gonna reach for. So always reach for that 500. Maybe they'll only get 400 or 300, but reach for that 500. Who knows? I have had 900 and more dollar parties. It can happen. So reach for the stars, or reach for the moon. Even if you don't hit the moon, at least you land in the stars. Okay, number 3, show the value of what the hostess gets. Here, I guess I can shrink my picture there. Show the host at a party. Okay, so during your party, depending on how, show everything a host can get. You can either set it out on the table. I've done it that way, where on the table you have a display. Actually, I have done that where my entire display was the host rewards. Like, they get this and this and this at half off. The rest of this they get free. Great way to just have a simple table with everything there and to show you can get all of this for X amount, depending on your half off items, if you hold a party. And if, you know, say your average or whatever is $500 party, so that's what you could get for a $500 party. Another fun way that I've done or seen is where it's called stack your hostess game. And usually I get empty boxes because I don't want to break the boxes or the warmers in them. But you can have your hostess sit down and say, you know, thanks so-and-so for hosting this party. I just wanted everyone to see how much she is going to get for hosting this party. And then stack. Well, she gets this item at half off, and this item, and this item. Plus she gets this free, and this free, and this free. So it just shows that everyone at the party how much she gets. And the hostess is trying to balance it, whatnot. It's kind of fun, and it's very eye-opening to see how much they get. Then they will want to host a party. 4, run booking focus games or offer booking prizes. Okay, I know a lot of you think, oh, booking games, oh, you know, I hate to be pushy. It's not. Don't do it pushy. It's supposed to be fun. And one thing I always say is read your guests, okay? If you're there and you're planning to do this booking game and everyone's like, oh, I hate these are booking, and then they're going kind of the wrong way, don't go there, okay? That's fine too. These are about them having a fun night out. And I'm gonna talk about fun nights out in a minute. But our Scentsy parties, your Scentsy parties are supposed to be fun get-togethers. These are not your normal, and I did a training the other day, and I used a Tupperware, okay? I went to a Tupperware party once, and it was so boring. We sat in a circle. She just lectured. It was pressured. It was boring. So whenever I think of boring parties, I think of Tupperware parties. It's just the Tupperware person who did the party. It was very boring. And guess what? I didn't want to book a party for a long time. This was before I was Scentsy consultant. Because of that. because I thought they're boring. But guess what? Then you have a fun hostess and it's a fun get together. You're talking with your friends, you're interacting, maybe playing some games, maybe doing a themed party. If you make it fun, they're going to love these games. Okay? And it helps you increase bookings. So, increase bookings with games, the importance at home parties. You get more bookings, which leads to more home parties. More home parties leads to more customers. More customers lead to increased sales. Increased sales leads to higher commissions. Higher commissions leads to your dream. Belinda Ellsworth, she has some great tips on bookings. In fact, a few of these I got from her. But a quote she says is, bookings are the heartbeat of your business. Without bookings, your business cannot thrive. So, oops, that's not supposed to be for. Okay, this one was supposed to go ahead of it. I have this slide out of order, switched them. Always have a highlighted calendar at your parties, okay? Just print one off, photocopy one, whatever you want to do, highlight the dates that you're available. You can pass it around if you want, or you can just leave it on the table, and if people want to book a party, you have the dates you're available. That way they can kind of write in what they want. Just pencil it in, things can change, that's fine, but at least you're setting a date. Okay, now back to booking games. Sorry about that. So here I wanted to talk about a few booking games. Now there are several out there, and I know we have some posted on our team Facebook pages, a whole list of them. Scentsy also has a ton of games. Some are for booking games, some are just games, interaction games. These ones that I'm going to be showing are booking games that I like or have done or have heard a lot of people have success with. So the dice game, that's one where, excuse me, where you have a dice. Here's an example. This is a picture of someone in a container. They roll the dice. Depending on what they roll, they get one of the things. But the catch is they have to be willing to book a party. So you pass it around. If you're willing to book a party, just know that if you roll, some of these prizes will be, one of them will be a grand prize. Always do number 2 for the grand prize because that's a lower one to roll. It could be a free warmer. Others will be just win simple smaller prizes, and then some will be book a show. So just say, just warning that if you get a book a show, you got to book a show. But you could just win a prize, and it could also be the grand prize. And you could switch up the numbers if you want, but knowing the statistics, these are the numbers that they recommend. 2 being the grand prize, 3, 4, 10, 11, and 12. I've also heard people do 2 and 12 as a grand prize because those are a little harder to roll. 3, 4, 10, 11, and 12. They just win a prize. You kind of decide what you want it to be. It can be like 10% off. It can be free tax. It can be a scent circle. Whatever you want it to be. It can be a candy bar. It doesn't even have to be Scentsy related necessarily. Just some type of cheap price or fun price. It could be a Scentsy bar. Maybe some old Scentsy product you have lying around that you want to get rid of. Okay, whatever you want it to be. And then 5 through 9 will say book a show. That way you are guaranteed to get some bookings. People pass it around. It's fun. It actually becomes fun. People get excited. What'd you roll? What'd you get? Are you going to do it? No, I'm not going to do it. Do it, do it, do it. People get excited. They have fun with it. Okay. This kind of just goes into a little more of the detail. Another game, the card game, where you get cards. You can get so many if you want. You hand out your cards. First, fan out the cards while you are talking about the party, giving your kind of spiel or showing what the hostess gets. Then you are going to pass out the cards, each person, and just tell them, excuse me, sorry. You say, you're probably wondering what the card is for. Well, each person that books their own party tonight not only assists the hostess, use her name, but to get all her possible rewards, but you will also get to choose any full-size warmer at your party, and it will only cost the amount of your card. So king, queen, jacks are only $1. $2, twos $2, threes $3, etc. And if they were lucky enough to get an ace, that means they get it free. You can even take out higher numbers if you want, the 8, 9s, 10s if you want, or to encourage more people to get bookings. It's up to you. Again, that's just a way to get more bookings. I know you are putting a little more into a prize for them. Again, I do not give them that warmer until they hold their party, because you want to make sure that it's a qualifying party. But it's a great way to get more bookings. And I know some people are thinking, well, I don't want to have to put money into it. Well, you can use the perpetual booking for that party to order it, so it's already half off. And then, depending on how much they're paying, if it's only a few dollars, you're even paying less. Okay? It's a great way to get bookings, because you'll get more in commissions on a $500 party that will benefit you, even if you had to pay $5, $10 for a warmer to get people enticed to do another party. Okay, so that's the card game. Remember that it all starts with just one booking. Don't despair if you don't have several bookings. Just get really comfortable with the booking games and do it at your shows. Even if you only have one booking, or if you only have 2 or 3 guests, show up. So this is a story someone talked about. She had a party with 2 guests once where she did the booking game anyway. She debated about doing it. Both guests booked and one later joined. So you never know. And to think that person almost chickened out of doing it because there was only 2 guests. So why not? Do it. Booking tree. Here's another great idea. This is an effective way to share your booking dates. You put them, it's a photo holder with 5 slots. You simply just fill out parties on a little 3x5 card with a space for the date and the party and the host name, address, phone number, email, and attach them to the booking tree. What you can do is put a hole punch in them and maybe put a prize, or you can put an envelope and there's a gift inside. They can be Dollar Tree gifts, they can be, Scentsy related gifts, they can be coupons, discounts, whatever you choose. But tell your guests that these are the dates you are available for the next several weeks. And that once they choose that date they want, they get the gift attached, the card or the card that's in there, and they get to keep it. And then simply ask them to fill out the information on the card and give you 5 minutes before they leave so you can get them all set up. It's so simple that you'll find your parties seem to book themselves. Someone will take a card and bring it to you all filled out. At that point, they're ready to set up the hosting coaching. Booking bags. This is another one that I really like to do. It's where you get 3, I usually do about 3 bags. You make them cutesy. Just get little, you can go to the dollar store and get bags, put some tissue paper. Inside, I usually just put things that they need for their party, maybe some invitations, some catalogs, order forms, and some small prizes. It could be a candy bar, a scent circle, it could be a few little things. But you just set them out on your party table, and people look at them. They're like, ooh, what are those? People want to know. They're gifts. They're fun. And they will ask, but eventually say, oh, I'll get to those or whatnot. Again, after you talk about your host bill, you can say, or you can even put, excuse me, tags on them that talk about the $135 shopping spree you can put on them. People are busy and maybe tired, but you need to catch their attention. And that's why you want to make them pretty and say which a potential free gift too inside. Use the bags to increase bookings. Each guest who books receives a gift bag. Optional, you can put dates on them. That's if you're really wanting dates sooner, you can maybe entice them with nicer gifts inside. Another suggestion was the shopping spree. So a script you could say is, who's wondering what's in these bags? They're full of special gifts for anyone who books a show tonight. Take out some of the gifts, show them, and explain, or you can keep it a secret. Or say, who would like to take home one of these home tonight? I'm giving a bag to the first 3 that book a Scentsy party. When your show totals 500, you will earn a minimum of $135 worth of shopping spree. That's 3 half-off items, $75 free product. So it's just averaging half off, so how much they'd get free. So, and you can earn much more. Plus, there are a lot of fun prizes in these bags. So be sure to look at my calendar, and it goes around. You can send it around or leave it up on the table and pick the date that you want to do your show. Deal or no deal. That's another fun one that I know a lot of people do. This is a game for guests that allow them to take a risk of winning a prize for booking a party. So say I have 3 or 4 gifts. Again, you can wrap them, make them cute, or just put them in envelopes. Your choice. Tell them if they want to book a party, you will not only have a fun get-together with friends and win all this great free product that you just showed, the hostess rewards, but you will also you could win a free warmer, a free counter clean, or a free Scentsy bar, or whatever you want it to be. Okay, I know some people have done a mini plug-in warmer or a warmer for $5 or a scent circle. Okay, that way they're going to win. You want it something to work for or something they're excited about. So the free warmer, so they know one of those is a free warmer up there. And I swear every time I do this, it's kind of fun because the first person I've never had get the free warmer. So then they're like, ooh, my odds just went up. Now instead of 33%, now I'm to 50% that it's going to be a free warmer. So it's fun. They encourage each other. They get excited. They want to know what's behind that present or that gift or that envelope. It's a fun way. Again, you just make it fun and you get bookings out of it. There's usually people trying to get each other to grab them or they want them first. I like to sometimes only do 3 or 4 because I say the first 3 that book a party, usually people are jumping up on it. Okay, so I think that, and then you get it scheduled later on. Make sure to always set up the date before you leave. Okay, so those are a few of the games. Now I want to talk about making it fun. It's funny, I just did a training, and I don't know if any of you watched, there was a global live incentive training, and they wanted me to talk about themed parties, making them fun, and types of parties. So I talked a little about this on that, so I hate to talk too much about it, but some of you, I know I thought the same thing because I had that boring Tupperware party. I thought home parties were boring, okay? They don't have to be. Make them fun. If they are fun, people are going to be wanting to book with you, okay? It will be a great, who doesn't want to get together with friends and have a fun time? We're all stressed. We all got a lot going on with kids, work, life, okay? We want to have fun. We want to enjoy stuff. So here, I'm going to enlarge this. So do fun parties, do creative parties, okay? I'm going to show an example of what I showed, and I'm going to talk about a few. So creative parties, I'm talking like bingo. Okay, bingo's a fun one that I know people have done. They get people together, they give them bingo cards. If they buy Scentsy product at the beginning, they get a second bingo card. So people are buying right from the beginning. If they book a party, they get another bingo card. And then you keep playing rounds throughout. And while you're playing, you talk about the Scentsy product. When they get bingo, you give them parts of your display, maybe a car candle at first, a car bar. Those are your things. Nice thing about bingo is all the orders are going to you. You're the hostess, so that the bingo, your host rewards are kind of feeding the next bingo party. Okay, so you're giving away just free product anyway. The more in sales you get, the more you can kind of give away as prizes because you're going to just reorder those. Some other creative ones, escape rooms. Someone did this where they kind of made a party, like the escape rooms that you go to, and you had to go through the catalog and flip through and try to figure out the clues. Craft night. I know a consultant who does this all the time. She tells people, hey, we're going to make this craft. Anyone wants to come over? It's $10, $15. They're small, fun little crafts. But if you order at least $25 or $30, I don't know, depending on probably what it is, you get to do this craft for free. And it's just a fun way to get people over. They're smelling product, they're buying product. It's a fun, interactive Scentsy party. Just kind of your creative, not your normal Scentsy parties. Okay, then there's also themed Scentsy parties. And I have a whole list of themed ones that I talked about there. And if you want, I can post this to underneath this lesson. High school stereotype, sip and sniff. If you haven't heard the sip and sniffs, it's where they come and get drinks, or come and eat, sip drinks and smell Scentsy. Okay, you can do alcoholic or non-alcoholic, either way. Barbecue parties, have them bring their own meat. Couples night out, 70s, 80s parties, beach parties. Who's that baby? Everyone brings a baby picture and tries to guess who each other is. Housewarming parties, bridal or baby shower, game night, silly slipper, crazy hair, sports party, wine and cheese. Kids play, mom stay. I've done this where I rented a small bounce house. And then later, actually, my mother-in-law has one, so I just borrow hers. And the kids just play. Guess what? As long as the kids are having fun, the moms stay and shop. So it was fun. They got to sit and smell scents. We had so much fun, and the kids were playing. So it was fun for the moms to have a break, interact with people, and I did great. It was a great party. If you can't do a bounce house or can't rent one or don't know anyone with one, just do a playground. Do some chalk outside if it's warm. Get some balls, let the kids play, put on a sprinkler if it's in the summer, let them run in the sprinkler. It's just another fun. While kids play, moms stay and shop. Mexican fiesta party, hot chocolate bar, karaoke bar, mystery hostess party, banana split party, pajama party, breakfast party, popcorn party. So many different things. Okay, doesn't those sound a little more fun than my boring Tupperware party? Yeah. You know what? If people see this, it'll be fun. So what I do, hopefully you guys can see this, I actually have filled it out where I have the points game that you can find. It's kind of just an interactive game. I usually do it, just hand them out at the beginning. And I give a little gift, whoever gets the most points. Questions that I put on here. Give yourself 5 points for each child you have. Give yourself 1 point for every year of age. Give yourself 5 points for being here, 7 points if you're here on time. Give yourself 5 points if you put your name on the order form. Give yourself 15 points if you've ever hosted a party. This is a great way to find out who likes to host parties. Give yourself 10 points for bringing someone. I always put 18 and older. Give yourself 5 points if you kiss someone today. Give yourself 10 points if you're excited to be here tonight. Anyway, there's a variety of things, but some of them down here. Give yourself 20 points if you need more Scentsy product. That will help you know who needs Scentsy product. And if they can't afford it, you can help them book. Give yourself 5 points for every credit card you brought with you tonight. Scentsy accepts Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and Discover. Just kind of letting them know. And describe your favorite Scentsy party to other guests. You get 5 points for each guest you talk to, up to 30 points. That way they're over there saying, hey, my favorite is this. And hopefully they'll encourage each other to buy stuff. If you've ever thought of being a Scentsy consultant, give yourself 50 points. If you would like to host a fun get-together, give yourself 40 points. And then I wrote on here, see back page for some fun get-together ideas. Okay, so while people are still coming, and then I also have the fill out, their name, email, cell phone number, address, all right there. Okay, that way I have some information about them. I know if they want to do a party, and I know which type of party they want to do. Again, only put parties that you're willing to do. The escape room might be a little bit of work, so maybe you don't want that one. I can put it in, I have it saved in an Excel sheet, so you can kind of edit it. Anyway, just another great way to get bookings. Make them fun. Okay, the last tip, 6, is listen to them and talk to them. Upsell for bookings and make it desirable for your guest. Encourage the guest in attendance to make a list of everything they want. If money weren't an issue, I always like to do the wish list paper so they can write down what they want. If they have a large wish list, maybe encourage them to do a party, or maybe they don't have enough money. If money's an issue, sorry, I messed up on that. Be on the lookout for clues. Listen for that. Oh, I'd love to get that, but it's just too expensive. There's a clue that maybe they'd be good at parties, and talk to them about that. Maybe they have a large wish order, but are only getting a small order. There's a clue that maybe they'd be good at doing a booking, book a party. Also, ensure that you mention what makes hosting your Scentsy party beneficial at a number of points throughout your demonstration. We don't know what we don't know, right? We can't expect Scentsy customers and guests to just realize what's in it for them unless we point it out. Talk about how fun it is. Talk about how much good product they get. Make it fun. Make it something they want. It's about them and what they want. The more you do that, the more bookings you get. So there you go. Go out and get some bookings. If you don't have a party or bookings set up, get your own party set up and get bookings at that party. Or go back to the number one and just ask. Anyway, good luck with getting bookings. You guys can do it. It will increase your sales, and it will increase your recruiting. It will increase your customers. In the long run, it will increase your business total. So get out there. Good luck with your bookings. Bye, everyone.